CM Punk had every opportunity. The entire WWE universe watching, the family standing, the moment available right there, within reach to do the one thing that might have changed the direction of what is coming at WrestleMania 42. All he had to say was two words. And CM Punk looked Roman Reigns in the eye in front of everyone and refused. And then Roman Reigns broke his silence. And what he said will echo through professional wrestling history for the rest of time. No apology. No retreat. No acknowledgement that any line was crossed. And now Roman Reigns has spoken. The tribal chief has broken his silence. And WrestleMania 42 has acquired a dimension of genuine, permanent, completely personal consequence that no championship match has ever carried before. Suplex Rumble Nation, welcome back. I am your host, and today we are covering the most significant promo moment of the entire 2026 WWE calendar year. Roman Reigns breaking his silence after CM Punk's refusal to apologize is not simply a championship rivalry development. It is not simply the next chapter in a competitive program building toward WrestleMania 42. It is the specific, rare, completely extraordinary moment when the most carefully maintained character in professional wrestling sets aside every constructed layer and speaks directly, personally, from the place that exists beneath the tribal chief, beneath the head of the table, beneath every persona that Roman Reigns has built across years of extraordinary WWE storytelling. It is the man speaking, not the character, the person, with the full weight of a father's disrespected legacy behind every word. CM Punk refused to apologize. And that refusal, the specific, completely CM Punk choice to stand in that ring and decline the one act that might have prevented what is now coming, activated something in Roman Reigns that the WWE Universe has never fully witnessed before. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that notification bell. Drop a comment right now. What was your reaction when CM Punk refused to apologize? Let's process every extraordinary layer of this historic Raw moment together. Let's begin with CM Punk's refusal. Because understanding the specific quality of what the best in the world chose when he declined to apologize, the exact nature of that choice and what it communicates about where CM Punk is operating in this rivalry, is the foundation of everything that followed. The situation on Raw presented CM Punk with a genuine choice. Not a rhetorical choice. Not a scripted moment where the outcome was predetermined by narrative necessity. A real, available, completely legitimate option visible to everyone in that arena and everyone watching around the world to do something that would have changed the direction of this rivalry's WrestleMania 42 destination. An apology to Roman Reigns for the father comment. 2 words, or however many words the best in the world would have chosen to frame a genuine acknowledgement that crossing into that territory was wrong. Words that the WWE Universe would have received as significant. That Roman Reigns would have received as significant. That might have introduced the specific, humanizing complexity into CM Punk's character that acknowledging a cross line always introduces. CM Punk looked at that option, considered it, because CM Punk considers everything, and the choice not to apologize is as deliberate as any choice he makes, and declined it. His refusal was not aggressive, was not the heated, combative declaration of someone operating from defensive fury. It was something colder and more deliberate than that. The specific, quiet certainty of someone who has examined the choice fully and decided that the thing they said, however it landed, however personally it reached its target, was what they meant to say, that they stand behind it. That in the specific competitive philosophy of CM Punk, who has always believed that the most effective truth is the one delivered without protective qualification, apologizing for a deliberately chosen provocation would be a form of dishonesty that his character cannot accommodate. The best in the world does not apologize for things he chose. That is not arrogance, or not only arrogance. It is the specific, completely consistent expression of a competitive identity built on the premise that saying what you mean and meaning what you say is the only form of integrity available. And CM Punk's integrity, however uncomfortable it makes everyone around him, is one of the most consistent things about him. He refused. And in refusing and making that specific choice in that specific public moment, he made everything that followed inevitable. The quality of the Raw arena in the immediate aftermath of CM Punk's refusal to apologize is itself a story worth telling, because the specific atmosphere generated by that refusal tells us everything about how the WWE Universe received the moment and what it activated in them. The refusal landed in the arena with the specific weight of a door being closed that everyone present had hoped would remain open. There is a particular quality of crowd noise, not loud, not explosive, but dense and complex, that professional wrestling arenas generate when a moment has foreclosed a possibility that was genuinely desired. Not the noise of something shocking, the noise of something becoming inevitable. The WWE Universe in that building had, in the best tradition of professional wrestling audiences, been holding hope. The specific, barely permitted, Dante wanted too much hope that CM Punk might do something unexpected. That the best in the world, who has surprised everyone repeatedly across his extraordinary career, might choose the human thing over the character thing. Might look at Roman Reigns' genuine pain and choose, however briefly, to be the person rather than the performer. That hope, held quietly, not quite expressed openly, died in the silence of CM Punk's refusal. And the arena felt it die. The specific, collective, slightly breathless quality of a crowd processing the closing of a possibility is one of professional wrestling's most distinctive atmospheric signatures, and it was fully present on Raw in the moment after the best in the world declined to say he was sorry. What filled the space left by the dying hope was something different, something that builds rather than resolves. The specific, accumulating, building quality of an arena that has just watched a line be drawn permanently that knows, with complete collective certainty, that what was refused cannot now be undone and that the consequences are coming. Roman Reigns felt that atmosphere, received it, and in receiving it and standing in a ring that was now charged with the specific energy of an apology withheld and a line made permanent chose to speak. Roman Reigns' silence before he spoke the specific, weighted pause between CM Punk's refusal and the tribal chief's first word lasted long enough that the arena completed its own shift from the noise of reaction to the quiet of anticipation. And in that quiet and the specific, expectant silence of thousands of people who understood they were about to hear something important, Roman Reigns began. He did not begin with anger. The specific quality that made his breaking of silence so extraordinary was precisely the absence of performed fury. The absence of the heated, explosive response that the situation seemed to demand and that the WWE Universe's emotional state was primed to receive. What Roman Reigns delivered instead was something rarer, more devastating, more permanent in the specific way that calm truth is always more permanent than emotional expression. He began with acknowledgement. The specific, direct, completely unhedged acknowledgement of what CM Punk had done, not as a promo attack, not as a character's competitive assault, but as a plain statement of fact. What was said, who it was about, what it means to the people it was said about. This acknowledgement, the tribal chief stating plainly and without performance what CM Punk's refusal to apologize confirms, carried the specific authority of someone who is not trying to win a promo exchange but simply telling the truth about what has happened. And plain truth, spoken without the usual professional wrestling embellishment, lands in arenas with a force that the most sophisticated verbal performance cannot match. He moved to his father. And this is the dimension of Roman Reigns' broken silence that the wrestling world will carry forward longest. The specific, personal, genuinely unguarded things the tribal chief said about his father in the context of CM Punk's refusal to acknowledge that invoking him was wrong. He described his father with the specific detail that only genuine love produces, not the general, professionally appropriate acknowledgement of family significance that public figures offer when family is referenced. The specific, the particular memories, the particular qualities, the particular ways that his father's presence in his life has shaped everything he is and everything he has built, delivered with the specific.